rock and roll trucker.
Welcome to the Rock and Roll Trucker, the channel that likes to rock and roll, the channel that likes to play. We love to eat, we love to truck, we love to see the world around us and just have a big old time. Come on in and have a seat, let's have a good chat. We'll tell you where we're going, we'll tell you where we've been. Yes, that is me playing the music.
Good morning. Not really. Man, we're at this Lehigh Travel Plaza, or the TA that used to be the good Lehigh. Let me tell you, Denny's closed early last night. You couldn't get any food, you know, for the half of the drivers on this earth that drive at night and were lined up trying to get food. Every one of their coffee makers was out of order this morning, so you couldn't buy coffee. Their energy drinks were jacked up 50 cents higher than all the other stores. Not that those are the most healthy things to have, but I don't care. They got my raw power in them, and that's what I need, since I can't have my black coffee. And then the parking lot's all jacked up. People are parked cockeyed in front of the fuel pumps, not in their trucks. Not just They just took 10 minutes to get out of the parking lot over there. Man, that was a formerly great truck stop, and now it's not so much of a great truck stop in the books. The only plus I'll give it is the fact that it had a place for me to park last night. And apparently there's a Mexican restaurant down the street, but it wasn't open last night, and I can't use it today, so that does me no good. Well, in the future, I will not be stopping back there because it just doesn't really have much to offer me, it does not seem. It's kind of inconvenient to get to off the interstate, and it's kind of inconvenient to get back onto the interstate. It's kind of inconvenient just to get out of the parking lot. Yeah, we're waking up bitching, what of it? I'm not even going to feel bad about it. I want my coffee and I want it now. Don't I sound like a cute little kid? I think I do. I'm pretty sure that I've got a passenger in the back seat back there just rolling those eyes like, shut up, fool. But what she don't tell you is she wanted her energy coffee too. She wanted something. I don't know what. Well, we couldn't have any of it.
I'm just gonna get my water.
Oh, she just wanted to get some hot water to make her tea in the truck here. Make her tea bag in there, and they couldn't even do that because the coffee machines were out of order. What are we going to do, folks? These truck stops just have nothing for us anymore. And it's not for lack of trying to spend a little money in each one when I go, so don't be one of those that's saying, well, everybody just parks there and don't spend their money, so everything's got to be. No, don't ever make excuses for these truck stops. Maybe the mom and pop ones, but these ones, TA, Petro, Pilot, Loves, all those, they've made more money than you could ever count with 100 people and years of adding up off of us out here. So I ain't never gonna feel sorry for them, especially when they can't even keep stuff going as simple as coffee, or have a restaurant that's open that's of service to more than just the day shift drivers. You know, it is what it is. Yeah, I'm waking up fussing. I don't even care. Not apologizing. What are y'all doing this morning? Did you get your coffee? Did you get your coffee? I need some goat juice. Possibly a donut. They didn't have those either. Unless you wanted to buy the really expensive pre-wrap ones off the rack. Ain't nobody got time for that. Even she said, ew. That's the correct answer. We're getting out here to drive. We're going to make some phone calls. We're going to call this customer. We're going to be there much later today than we had ever anticipated, so it's going to be late today getting started on another load. Of course, jumping back onto 81, it seems impossible to not start out on a hill, so here in about 30 or 40 minutes we'll be up to the speed limit. We got phone calls to make. We got to figure out how to get into that customer, see if there's any special instructions. Make a couple other phone calls, figure out what's going on for the day. I'll try and come back to you in better spirits. I'll probably bitch about something, but I'll try and make it funny. We're going to get off. We'll talk to you here in a little while. Hands-free device, shut yourself off because I'm not supposed to touch you. We made it here, downtown Baltimore. Here's what we had to deal with. Busy street, busy street. There we are parked in that little lot. And we had to get it in between all of that. So not fun. We had no help getting in there. Traffic coming from both ways. And you can see just by the slimmest of margins, we were able to do something here. That little skinny, narrow section there. Here's the view from the truck. So there's the nose of the truck. There's what we had across the street. We just barely had 2 lanes of traffic to deal with anything. Sorry about the noise. AC is running in there, but yeah, you can see not much to deal with there. Yeah, not very much room at all. Not the funnest thing. That took about 15 minutes to get in there between traffic and everything else. Not a good time. Not a good time. But we did it because we're professionals. Hello, hello. Here we sit again. We survived the downtown city street little alley dock delivery there in Baltimore, and we boogied and hurried our way for our next load over here to Hanover, Pennsylvania at the Utz Tater Chip plant. And got here, got checked in. Supposed to be an open appointment from 9:30 this morning until any time tonight. We got here, let's see, it's 6 now. We got here right at about 4 o'clock and got checked in. And they immediately said, we don't have a dock available right now. Go park out on the street. Give us your phone number. We'll call you. That was 2 hours ago. So a load that's supposed to have been ready since 9:30 this morning, we've now been sitting on the side of the street with cars flying by at a rapid pace for 2 hours now just to even get a door. And I've been looking at the Google reviews, and it ain't looking good for the home team. Let me tell you that. We're going to be here for a while, and even though this load is not due until Saturday, not looking good for the home team there either at this rate. We're going to pretty much probably have to sleep here and take our break, being loaded, get up way before the sun and take off and be tired and everything. I cannot stand this load. Ain't paying anywhere remotely in the universe worth enough money to deal with this crap. And it's crapshoot on whether you're going to be able to weasel any detention pay out of situations like this, especially on open appointments as opposed to just regular appointment time. So who knows? I'm really overly tired of this industry. I've in and out of it for 18 years, and it's been a rapidly changing industry the whole entire time I've been in it, and none of it has been for the better. These places still have no respect for anybody's time. They just don't care. And I know this is most likely probably going to be a floor load. They're probably going to hand stack it, and the reviews say they just don't care here. There's many reviews that are accounting for people having been here 8, 10, 12 hours at a time. So it never changes. I don't know. Not off to the smoothest start with the deliveries on the new gig here. That's not necessarily a reflection so much on the company. It's just the way this customer base and freight market works. These just shippers and receivers just have no respect for anybody's time. But it don't matter. The companies get paid. The shippers get paid. The receivers get paid. Everybody gets paid, but the truck drivers just always have to sit around and hope we're going to get paid and make some money. You can be 400, 500, 600, 1,000, 2,000 miles away from home, just sitting in a parking lot for hours on end, just waiting. Nothing you can do about it, and you may or may not get paid for your time. That's just how it is. I hate to sound like a fussy, gloomy driver right now, but when you sit around for 2 hours just so much as to even get a door, and you're probably going to spend 4, 5, 6, 7 hours in the door getting loaded, as far as I can tell, I saw one truck pull out earlier, but now that I'm looking, it wasn't even one of the ones in the front shipping dock here. It must have been somebody that was dropping one off or something. But so far in 2 hours, none of the trucks that were already in the docks here have even moved. I hadn't even seen them shaking or moving or nothing like that, so I know they must not be loading them with a fork truck. But that's, oh man, oh man, oh man, oh man. What can you do? What can you do? Not a lot you can do other than just deal with it. We might end up exercising split sleeper berth. Maybe that'll get us out of here a couple of hours early and make up some time, and we'll just do the 8 and 2, the 8 and 2, the 8 and 2 until we get to Bentonville and try to hit that appointment on time Saturday. We'll see. I'm looking at my logbook over here now. It looks like it has recognized the 2 hours I've been sitting here, and it's giving me a little bit of time back there. So in 6 hours, we'll have the 8-hour portion done. I'm sure we'll be using at this point. So, yeah, it'll be what it's going to be. It'll get there one way or the other. I just, man, hate to sound like I'm fussing, but just nothing here for the last month or two is just really going real right. I know it'll get better once we start hitting some of this contract and dropping hook freight. I'll be smiling and singing a little bit of a different tune, but we're not there yet. This is very obviously a broker load based on the rate and based on the quality of customer here. So, kind of out of their control. They had to put something on me. So, here's what it is. Just going to sit here and hope they decide to do something in there sometime soon. I'm going to go in and fuss a little bit and check and see if they forgot about me or anything. See what's going on. I see other drivers out here. I've seen one, I'm looking over there in the parking lot. One driver just hopped out of the truck and was walking around looking to see if he could figure out what's going on. One just came walking out, throwing his hands up in the air at the other driver like this, like he can't believe either one of them are still there. That doesn't bode well for me, who isn't even in a door yet, when the ones that are in the doors are already aggravated. So I'm going to hop off here for a minute and we'll start thinking about what we're going to do. I got to be awake for the phone call to get in a door. So can't even really go to sleep right now or anything like that, but we'll figure it out. Let's see if we're in a better mood when I get back on here in a little bit. Y'all be good. I got nothing to do but wait. You shouldn't have to. Go do something fun. Go watch your favorite TV show, or go walk your dog. Go eat dinner. It's about dinner time for a lot of you. Do something. Don't sit here and wait like we're doing. We'll talk to you again here in a bit. And you can see, no seatbelt, so I'm not driving. It means we're still here. Yeah, we're still here. We finally got a door. That took 3 hours. And now we've officially been here for 4 hours. The red light is on. Don't know if that actually means anything or not. Feels like they've been putting something in the trailer, but not at a satisfactory rate because we're still here. Utz Chip Factory. They make delicious, tasty snacks. They do not, however, make a good customer to go pick up a load from. Would not recommend. Go look at the Google reviews. There's two different sets. If you click on them on the, if you zoom in on them on the Google Maps, it's got two little different pins on them. Click on both of them. They're both chock full of people that have spent 7, 8, 9, 10, 12 hours here, just over and over and over repeatedly. And I fully believe it. I've been here for 4 myself, and this is a Walmart load. A lot of times those carry a little bit more weight and they'll get them done. But yeah, still here. Still here. Officially 4 hours in. Good times in trucking, right? We'll see if we get paid for any of this. We'll see. I'll certainly let you know. Yeah, we're back. But it's not yesterday anymore. It's today. We ended up staying at that shipper nearly 5.5 hours to get a door and get loaded. I wasn't left with much choice but to stay last night. By the time we got to looking at the split sleeper and everything, it was only going to be 2 more hours to take a full break, so we just opted to do that. We just pulled out of Wheeling, West Virginia. Since we last talked to you, we got loaded up finally, and got back up. We've been driving all morning in the rain and the dark on this 68 and 79 route. We're on 70 now, but if you're a truck driver and you know that route, you know that if you've got a heavy load, you're just going to spend all morning driving really, really slow and going uphill, going downhill, going back uphill, going downhill, going back uphill, going downhill, so on and so forth until you've burnt a whole bunch of diesel and a whole bunch of time. We made it to Wheeling just with some fumes in the tank to fuel up some, and we fueled ourselves up too. We went in and got ourselves some breakfast. We needed a 30-minute break anyway, so we took a little longer than that, but we deserved it. I bought Mama over here a hot meal. I said, "Hot lady, would you like some hot food?" She said, "Yes, I would, hot truck driver." And so we went in and we ate. It wasn't hot in there though, it was very cold. The building itself was cold. Food was hot. We had us good pancakes and ham and sausage and eggs, hash browns. We got the full works. We don't usually like to spend too much money in the truck stop. You know, the country prides and iron skillets are starting to get a little pricey, but that's what they had, and we were hungry, and it was good. Don't regret it. My pocket does a little bit, but we feel recharged. We're going to knock another about 4.5 hours, or the 4 hours and 45 minutes, somewhere in there driving. We got about 5 hours and 20 minutes left, but we got to account for finding a place to pull in and get parked for the evening, since we're not going to make it all the way to the receiver. We're going to Walmart in Bentonville, Arkansas, which is coincidentally the home of Walmart. So they got a big regional distribution center there we're going to for tomorrow, if we can make the appointment time, which I'll have to update my company here when I get closer to being stopped for the day, if it looks like we can make it. But yeah, we just rolled yesterday into part of today on this video because there was just nothing more to talk about last night, because all we did was sit there at that shipper. But we're alive, we're well. Dash is chilling in his bed. He's done his thing. I'm going up another big hill, blowing more diesel out the tailpipes here. But it'll flatten out soon. We'll be into Ohio here pretty soon. We'll get flattened back out on the other side. Going up the big 470 climb coming out of Wheeling. Steep little hill. I'm gonna hop off here. We're gonna drive. We'll get back to you in a little bit. We'll upload this one today and start a new one that we'll put up tomorrow. So you'll get part of today on this video and part of today on tomorrow's video. Yeah. It's all getting so confusing. We're gonna go now. For a little while. See you in a little while. Talk to you in a bit. Bye-bye. Hello, hello, hello. If I sound tired, it's because I'm tired. And the sun's still out, broad daylight. But I gotta force myself to go to bed because our schedules got completely flip-flopped last night on that load. We're in Spiceland, Indiana at Flying J. We went and had us a little something to eat, and we're chilling out in the truck until I can force myself to take a nap in a bit. And I'm mostly still sitting here because I'm waiting on an answer about what I'm going to be able to do with my load tomorrow. It's a Walmart load, and if you're a trucker, we all know how they are about their on time and their late. You can literally be an hour early in line to check in at the guard shack, but if you don't get into their central receiving office by your appointment time, 1 minute after, you're considered late, even though you were there an hour early. Well, this load can't be delivered on time. I've been waiting since around noon, 1 o'clock this afternoon to get an answer back on whether they were going to be able to push the appointment or they would take it late. It's now it's about 6 o'clock. Still waiting on an answer. We got set up for another pre-planned load. Picks up Sunday, which I expected that because we're not going to have time to do anything tomorrow. So that's okay, but it don't deliver till Tuesday. Pay period ends on Monday. It's only about a 700-mile load, and it don't pick up till late in the afternoon on Sunday. So we're going to burn another whole whole 2 days for sure, part of a third on that. And this is after we're killing 3 days on this load. No. We got to get this stuff figured out. Not off to the best start. I got to be honest. I'm doing exactly what I can, and that's all I can do so far. And just, this stuff just fights back at every turn. It's like I'm not fussing too much. I mean, when I pick that one up Sunday, we'll only be in 3 loads into the new gig, but it ain't starting off hot yet. It ain't starting off hot. And it looks like the one I got to pick up Sunday is going to be off in the woods and the bushes again, and looks like it's a pretty good chance it might be another heavy one, and it goes to Midway, Tennessee, to another Walmart. So we hadn't got the greatest luck of the draw on the load so far. We've had downtown Baltimore, when I said I didn't want to go to the East Coast. We had to go drive to the middle of nowhere to Hanover, Pennsylvania, to pick up a load that took 5.5 hours. It was 43,000 pounds, and had to drag it back out over the mountains over 68 and 79 and everything. It's going to be late, because it's impossible for it to not be late. And our next one looks like it's probably going to be a heavy one that we're going to sit on for another 2 full days and everything. So we're not setting the world on fire on money at the moment. There is absolutely still definitely room for improvement. It's still very early, but these first 3 are not great so far. Not great at all, not even great a little bit. It is what it is. It's all it can be. I'll either go broke or I won't. Who knows? We'll see. This industry is just tough to swallow sometimes. Alright though, we're going to go to sleep and sleep it off for our 2 or 3 hours. I'm worn out. That yesterday threw my schedule so far off, it just completely flip-flopped me from day shift to night shift right on the fly, and I haven't had to do that in a long time, and it's going to be that way tonight. I'm going to have to be back up midnight, 1 o'clock in the morning to do it again. Well, yeah, 1 o'clock, 1:30, somewhere in there, to do it again and drive all through the weary early hours of the morning and deliver during the day and be all boogered up and thrown off again, and then don't get to pick up again until 4:30 in the afternoon on Sunday. So we'll be boogered up again after that. Oh, my back, my neck and my back. One day I'll leave this industry. I really will. Don't know what I'll do, but I'll leave it. One day. Not today or not tomorrow, though. Can't do that. But new music. Opened up the music app today. We had the brand new Greta Van Fleet. The full album was out. I think I mentioned one of their songs not too long ago. Their brand new full album dropped today. Starcatcher. If you love that classic rock sound, if you love that Zeppelin sound, people that seems to be, that's controversial with their fans and stuff somewhat, but they sound like Led Zeppelin. There's no arguing it. It's like a modern younger Led Zeppelin. That's not a bad thing. Nobody should ever get mad at that, because they do it really well. They sound like themselves also. They don't only sound like Led Zeppelin. It's their own spin on things. But if you love that classic 70s style, harder guitar-driven rock, with crazy vocal range, strong, super strong rhythm section, just one guitar up there, just that old Guitar Hero style music from the 70s, 60s and 70s. That Greta Van Fleet is your bag. All of their albums would be your bag. It's like a classic throwback with a little bit of a modern touch to it. There's nothing wrong with it. Not even a little bit wrong with it. And I think some of y'all would enjoy it. So I would get that in your ears if I was you. Greta Van Fleet new album, Starcatcher. With that said, I'm going to sit here and twiddle my thumbs and wait some more until I just absolutely have to go to bed. She's twiddling her thumbs too. She's twiddling her thumbs for me, so I don't have to twiddle my thumbs. They always want to see you.
Hi.
There you have it. Profound words. Hi. I guess we're going to get off here, though. You want to tell them bye?
Bye.
Dash, you want to tell them bye? Dash. Dash. He won't talk no matter how hard we try. Buying books, sending him to school. Get nothing from him.
Talk español to him.
Oh, we're not speaking the right language, are we?
Hola.
Hola, pero. That's what you didn't see him, but he said hola back down there.
Very quietly.
He did. We like to pretend he did. Or maybe we're crazy, and we really do think he did. I don't know. But bye-bye. See y'all tomorrow. Have a good night, good morning, good afternoon. See you then.